Day 60 of 100 Days with Jesus. Happy Easter. Happy Resurrection Sunday. The greatest thing to ever celebrate. Here we are in another account of Jesus' resurrection in Mark 16. We touched on Matthew 28 last live, and here we are in Mark 16. It picks up that when the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of Jesus, but also the mother of James and John, she went by Salome, but also, or Salome, however you pronounce it, or Joanna. Um, they all bought spices that Saturday evening, so that they could go and anoint Jesus the next day, very early in the morning on the first day of the week, which is Sunday, of course. They went to the tomb at sunrise, and they were wondering how are they going to roll away the stone. But when they got there, the stone was rolled away, and they looked into the tomb. They saw this what looked like a young man there, an angel it was. And when they entered the tomb, that's who they saw and what they saw. And they said on the right side there, and they were amazed and they were alarmed. And the angel said, "Don't be alarmed. You are looking for Jesus of Nazareth, the Nazarene, who is crucified. He's not here. He's alive. He's been resurrected. See the place where they laid him. But go and tell Peter and the others. He is going ahead of them to Galilee. You will see him there, just as he told you." And so they went out and they started running from the tomb because they were trembling and astonished, um, overwhelmed. Um, And they said nothing to anyone since they were afraid. And that's at this point, from the different gospel accounts, it appears that they must have come back to the tomb as well. Um, and at that point, they did say things to people. And of course, they said something to the disciples when they got there, but on their way, as it says here, they said nothing. And then there's this thing with this particular gospel, this chapter, where there's different manuscript versions of this. But fact is, these other versions seem to date rather close to the others. I've done my own studies on it, but regardless, there's these other endings that were also accommodating Mark's gospel as well. One of them is early on the first day of the week after he had risen. He appeared first to Mary Magdalene, to the one he had driven seven demons out of. And she went and reported those things, or reported to those who had been with him as they were mourning and weeping. And yet, when they heard that he was alive and had been seen by her, they did not believe it. And at that point in culture and in time, women's testimonies weren't valued as maybe they would be today. But they blew it off. And so then after this, he appeared in a different form to two of them walking on their way into the hill and into the country. And this is given, there's a lot more detail given to this in Luke chapter 24. We'll hit that in the next live. And they went and reported it to the rest of them, but they did not believe them either. It wasn't a woman's testimony in that case, but they still didn't believe him. And then later, he appeared to the 11, and this is given in detail in John's Gospel, John chapter 20 as well, Luke 24 as well. He appeared to the 11 as they were reclining at the table, and he rebuked them for not believing those who had already reported to them. Uh, he rebuked them for their disbelief and their stubbornness and hard-heartedness. And so then he commissioned them. He said to go into all the world and preach the gospel. Um, and wherever and whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. And it says those who don't believe, they will still be condemned. And these signs will accompany those who believe in the name, in my name, and they will drive out demons. They will speak in new languages. They will pick up snakes and not die from them. Or they will be bitten by snakes and will not die by them. If they should drink anything that is deadly or is poisonous, it will not harm them. They will be and and they will lay hands on the sick and they will get healed. These are all things that were, and there's other endings that are also accommodating Mark's Gospels and different copies of the Gospel of Mark. And then here's the final portion of Mark 16. Then, after speaking to them, the Lord, after he commissioned them, the Lord Jesus was taken up into heaven. Details given to this in Luke 24, but also even more detail in Acts chapter 1. And he sat down at the right hand of God in the place of honor. And they went out and preached everywhere, the Lord working with them and confirming the word by accompanying signs. That's how I sit here today. And that's how there are people all across this world today. Jesus says that at whatever point that the gospels have been preached to every nation on the earth, that is when he'll return, and we are fast approaching that happening and fast approaching his return. It is something to shout about. It is something to, and when I say shout, shout in a way that's not an angry shout, but a happy shout. It is something to share with as many as we could. I mean, there's so many things that we would quickly share with others. When our team wins the big game, we take on our bragging rights and we talk about it as a culture, as a people. But this was the biggest win that has ever happened, the biggest victory that's ever happened, the most incredible thing and the most amazing thing that's ever happened. It is something to tell the world about. If you know Jesus, make him known to other people, show him to other people, help other people to know him too. If you don't know him, he's the best one, the best thing you'll ever know in your whole entire life. Give your heart and life to him if you haven't yet. Trust Jesus Christ. He's the best thing for anyone in any way ever. Hey, be blessed. Catch you on the next.